So that's my past 7 days.
Okay. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a very important video because one of my students, Kate, is this close to hitting her first 10K month profit, and she's only worked with me for 1 month. You guys see all my students' results, everything that goes on the front end, but you don't really see what goes on the back end, like the product selection process, the script writing, and the mentality going into it. So if you want to get the most value, make sure you guys watch until the end, and I'll talk to you guys after the interview. Yeah, this is just going to be like a calm little, short case study, just asking you questions about who you are, what you did before TikTok Shop Live, or just TikTok Shop Affiliate in general. This is going to be really useful for someone that's like a beginner, looking to start some sort of, online business model like TikTok Shop Affiliate, or just someone that feels like they're stuck in a hole and they're not seeing any results. So I guess I'll start off with the first question. Yeah, who's Katie? Like, where do you come from? What were you doing before TikTok Shop Affiliate?
Yeah, before TikTok Shop, I worked in digital marketing for like 15 years and then worked for a SaaS company and got laid off. And so I've just been trying to figure things out, and then you popped up on my screen on TikTok.
Gotcha. And then how's like your experience with that work? Like,
Yeah, so I was in digital marketing since like 2009. So basically since like Facebook came into emergence. So I've been through like every single app and iteration of it. And TikTok, ironically enough, I was not on until about a year ago. So I really didn't have much familiarity with it until until this.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so since TikTok Shop is like, the goal is to make money. Like, did you have like a stress or fear back then about money?
A little bit, yeah, because like when I was working for the SaaS company, we had our health insurance through my work. And so when that was gone, it was like, oh, okay. So that was definitely a little bit stressful. So it hasn't been hard on our family. Like, we're okay, but like, it's helpful to be able to have another stream of income. And I think having TikTok Shop, it's only been a couple weeks now, but it's been definitely beneficial.
Gotcha. Okay. And then like, how did you first discover TikTok Shop Live? I guess we'll do TikTok Shop Live a little bit more like into it. How did you like find out about it?
Yeah. So I had seen a couple videos online about it, and it just piqued my curiosity. And honestly, I follow Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V.
Yeah.
And he's been sending out a lot of TikToks just saying, this is like the new Facebook, this is the new YouTube, and I had heard him before in the past and never listened. And now I'm in a place where I'm like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe I should actually listen to Gary because I think he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So that's how I had really heard about it originally.
Okay, got it. Okay. When I first started myself, like I kind of thought like it was kind of like impossible to make money online, right? Because like everyone, like the traditional path that everyone else follows, like there's no way you can make money online, but everything's changed now. Were you skeptical, of like making money on TikTok Shop or on TikTok, off your phone?
I was a little bit, but having seen people, like I have a friend who plays Dungeons and Dragons, okay? He's in his 30s, and he and his friends started live streaming on YouTube, and now they've made millions of dollars.
Oh, wow.
As a result. So I'm like, I've seen it happen in real life with people that I know. So I'm like, okay, it's possible. I just wasn't sure what to expect.
Gotcha. Okay. And then like, I'm curious, like how did you first find me? Like, was it through a live or a video that popped up or anything, or?
It was a live. So okay. I was in live and I was just kind of scrolling through, and I had already kind of been thinking about doing TikTok Shop and had already started looking into it, but I was like, oh my God, I have to set up a shop. I have to do all this stuff. And it was like, there was so much information. It was just too overwhelming. It was like a paralysis by analysis. Like it was just too much, to the point where I was like, okay, I can't do this. And then I saw you pop up and you were explaining how like, we will walk you through how to do this. It's not hard. You go live, And I was like, you know what, that I can do. Like you were explaining it. No, like it wasn't too much information. It was just enough information and what I needed at that time to be able to start and be like, I can do this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen other people like talk about TikTok Shop or teach live streams, videos, whatever it may be. What made you want to like trust me enough to reach out? Because like you're literally meeting me like it's like online, like just, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, you're just this random person. I don't know what you said that resonated with me, honestly. I think your demeanor and I think just your overall personality just vibed with me. Like, I was just like, okay, like, yeah, I have no idea who Michael Munoz is, but like, I don't know. You seem to know what you're talking about. And now that I've been working with you, I'm like, okay, Michael knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He knows.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll go into like your process. Like, what do you think was the biggest mistake you were making before we started working together?
Well, first off, I never went live. Like, what I was doing was I was like, oh, I have to set up a store on Shopify. Like, it was just so much. And so I think that what really caused me to not be able to move forward was just, there was too much information and I just didn't even know where to start. And so at that point, I'm like, I can't figure this out. It's just too much. There were no directions.
Okay.
And you have given me directions.
Got it. And then what do you think has been like the biggest shift or like strategy that has helped you out the most?
I think the biggest strategy, well, you had said about like, make sure that you stay on for a certain amount of time minimum, make sure that you have a script. And I think once I did it a couple times, did a couple lives, I literally was watching some of my old TikToks this morning and I did a TikTok, like a post after I went live and I was like, okay, this is what it was like going live the first time. And basically I went into that first one hoping I sold one product and I ended up selling 3. And so I was like, I can do this. And so that just kind of gave me some momentum. And then once we found the right product for me, I think that's really kind of what shifted everything to really go in a really good direction.
Got you. Yeah, when I first started, like it took me like a week and a half to like actually see a single sale with the product that I was doing back then. But for you started out with like the steamer, I remember, and I know it was on a Sunday. You sold like 10 of them.
It was one, yeah.
It was like you had like a pretty successful like live, first live or first couple lives, and once you see that little bit of like hint of like like this is working, that's when you have to like keep going and stay consistent.
For sure.
But yeah, how is everything like currently looking now? Like in terms of like your results, like what you're currently hitting, what you've hit in the last 7 days and things like that.
Yeah, so it's been interesting because it's like now I can go into my earnings and pull money out. So I'm like, oh, that's great. So every day it's like a little Christmas present that I get inside my thing. But when I look at like my past 7 days, let me just pull it up. So that's my past 7 days.
Okay, 2K. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, pretty much 2K.
Yeah. And I'm like, today it's like I did a live for 90 minutes and I made like $39, but I'm like, okay, I sometimes like my social battery kind of wears out a little bit, and because you have to talk, for the entire time. And so it's like today I went for like an hour and a half and I was like, okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm done now. So then I've just been laying down since that. And it's good. It's good. Okay. I enjoy it.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, you've come a really long way. How does your life feel now compared to like before?
I feel successful. I definitely feel successful. And like after I had gotten laid off, I kind of lost my mojo a little bit. It's just kind of a kick to the gut. Yeah. And so finding something that I feel comfortable with, and like now the people that have been following me, that keep coming back to my live, like now they're coming back saying, oh, I bought X, Y, and Z and like really love it. And this is fire. And, or like ask questions. So I'm seeing like a community starting to be built to some extent. And that's kind of fun. And people are like, hey, do you remember me? I'm like, oh yeah, I remember you. So I get a kick out of that, really, aside from the monetary part of it. But
yeah, no, definitely. I think like lives, I mean, it translates to sales ultimately, right? Like think of like with the product you're selling, like think of you going on the street and like selling that product, like, and then think of like, you having like 100 people in your live versus having 100 people in person. Like it's crazy to think like how it translates to like other, how to interact with other people and things like that. So,
definitely.
Yeah. Do you think like, you would be able to like be where you're at right now with like without coaching, or?
No, I never would have started. I never would have even started.
Okay.
Honestly, it was just too much, and I was just like, and I didn't know enough about TikTok, and I mean, even though I have the digital background, TikTok's a different beast. It is a different beast than other platforms. It is faster. The algorithm's definitely different than an Instagram, a Facebook, that kind of thing. So I think having your guidance has been really helpful. And like you all have the meetings a couple times a week, so we can hop on there, see what products you guys suggest, and that's really helpful as well.
Yeah.
But I think all of the guidance you've given has really helped me, because I think if I would have started like with product A, and if it wouldn't have done well, I would have moved to B, then C, then D, and then I've been like, oh, I'm spending all this money getting this stuff, but that's not the case. It's like I've been doing this the projector for how many weeks now, and like you said, it could last for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of those evergreen products that you could do from here on out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and you've only been working with me for like a little bit over a month. I would say like a month and a week or a month.
Yeah, October 30th was my very first live,
yeah,
and then I went on vacation.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's basically been a month. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so like a month, yeah. So like from everything, right, like from TikTok Shop Live, your personal experience, like what would you say to someone who is stuck financially right now and they're trying to get out of a hole that they're in?
Yeah, I would say if you are looking to be the master of your own domain, have autonomy, this is really a great way to do it. You know, the first couple weeks, like for me, I got sales, but it wasn't, you know, oh, you're making millions of dollars or anything like that. You have to be patient, and you have to put the time and the work in. So if you realize you're not going to put the time in to do this, then it's probably not for you. But if you're somebody that can hold yourself accountable, or at least if somebody's giving you guidance, can check off those things that you need to do, then you're going to be successful.
Yeah, definitely. Consistency is huge, and like even that belief, like long term, you know, like the time that you're putting in lives as a beginner is gonna, like, it's gonna help out in the future. Like you're not doing it just for nothing. You know what I mean? Like you have to trust the process and have belief. But yeah, if you could tell like old Katie, you know, like I asked this question, but like if you could tell old Katie like before all of this, like what would you tell her before you started, like, you know, TikTok Shop?
I probably would have downloaded the app sooner. I probably would have downloaded it sooner, because I've only had the app maybe a year, if that, but I didn't use it a lot. Right. And I would tell myself, download the app sooner and just find Michael. Just find Michael and do it. Instead of doing all the research, because I spent a lot of time trying to figure it out, believe me, and it was just overwhelming. It was too much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really happy for you. You're like my student that's like, you're like crushing it. I'm not like, you're on pace to hit your first 10K month. And you've only been working with me for a month. So yeah, like I've told you before, you know, through text message and voice message and calls, like the only thing that can ever, you know, slow you down is just consistency. But yeah, for anyone that's like stuck in a hole financially, or someone that's looking to start some sort of side hustle, you know, TikTok Shop Live is for sure the way to go. And yeah, this is a nice case study that I had with Kate. Really happy for you. Obviously, I want to keep scaling you. You know, you're making good money, but the goal obviously is to keep making more money. And that's how Kate is on pace to hit her first 10K month profit. I'm super proud of her. If anyone feels like they're stuck in a hole financially, or you're just simply looking to start something new, TikTok Shop live streams are for sure the way to go. It changed my life, and it's changing all of my students' lives as well. Make sure to subscribe if you want to work with me one-on-one and become a student. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to apply. But hope this was useful. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care. Peace.